this going. Action.
What's up, guys? My name's Zach. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on this truck. It's the first time I've ever driven a 6-liter Powerstroke. So it's a 2003 F250 extended cab long bed 2-wheel drive auto tragedy. 224,000 miles. Last week when we bought this truck, it had 217,000, but we just drove it from Seattle, Washington to Salem, Oregon to Georgia, and then up to Chicago, up to Fargo, North Dakota, and I-90 all the way back home. Let's see, Spokane, cut across, down
Kennewick.
Kennewick?
Yeah.
And then where?
And then into Oregon County.
Yeah, into Oregon, all the way back down to Kaiser, Oregon, and then I gotta drop off my buddy. I gotta go back to Seattle, Washington, drop this thing off, and then go back to Tacoma tonight.
Yeah, but this thing's been towing, like, no hiccups. It just pulls, no complaints, and this is a heavy fucking trailer.
Yeah. 4,200 pounds according to the sheet, 30-foot double axle. And, I mean, this is the first year of the 6-liter, so these are notorious for the EGR coolers plugging. That's already been replaced with the upgraded part. The injectors have been replaced twice. The high pressure fuel pump's been done once, and the turbo was done at 170K. Now the transmission might be going, it shifts a little bit clunky, but the reputation of this engine is completely undeserved as far as the unreliability people speak of. This thing, like I said, 224,000 miles, and it's just been owned by companies in Oregon its whole life to tow trailers, and it did fantastic. With the air conditioning on low, from Oregon to Georgia, we were averaging 18 to 21 miles a gallon at 75 miles an hour on the cruise control. The whole way home, depending on the hills, and if you're towing with cruise control, the gas mileage is way worse because it kicks the turbo up like crazy. But if you're towing manually or the ground's pretty good, we got 8 to 12 miles to the gallon the entire way home towing this trailer. And we never had a want for more power. This thing had all the power in the world. I did a couple of huge grades just for the heck of it and floored it. We're going 60, 65, 70, 75, just pulling like no one's business. These things are absolutely phenomenal. So, I mean, this is just real world opinion. I haven't spent much time driving other large diesels. I know the 6.5, 6.2 GMs very well. Those are boat anchors. But I just wanted to give the honest thoughts and opinion after having 6,000 miles we did in 7 days on this truck. All the way across the country and back. And the only thing it ate was fuel. We had to put a tire on it because of a blowout, but I mean the engine, as far as it's concerned, it ran phenomenally. We got a load of diesel in Wyoming that made it idle a little rough, so after that I put in a quart of ATF, filled the tank, and she was good to go ever since. But if you're looking for a deal on a truck, these 6-liter Fords are really, really affordable nowadays. And with a few upgrades on the internet they call bulletproofing, I would not hesitate to buy one of these myself. The only thing, I mean, as far as I see, it needs a better seat. But it's been sat in for, what, 2003, so
200,000 miles of ass sitting.
200,000 miles of ass sitting over 15 years. I mean, you can't forgive it. You can't fault it for the seat being shit by now. But other than that, phenomenal work, Ford.
Let me give you guys my opinion.
All right.
Now, I personally don't usually drive big ass trucks like this. I have little rabbits, and so I have two fears: towing big ass shit and driving in the rain. My first 10 minutes in the driver's seat of this thing was dumping pissing rain, and the trailer's going, and I'm scared, and I finally, just grab the steering wheel, talk to the truck. I'm like, truck, it's me, you, and the road. We're going on an adventure, and the truck just listened to me. They pulled the trailer. We just found a groove in the road, and it took us. I probably put 1,500, 1,200 miles, something like that, in the driver's seat with the trailer, and then on the way down, no trailer. It's just great. You just roll into the throttle. She picks up and goes, no problem. And I'm not a diesel guy, but I was fascinated by how quickly and how well, even going uphill, this thing just does not stop. But that's my 2 cents on it. And I'm a Chevy guy.
Oh yeah, and one final thing, the road noise. I mean, this thing, we're going 60 miles an hour. This thing is great on the freeway. It's not loud at all. I mean, my personal truck's an 06 Tacoma, and I think, I mean, the Tacoma versus this, I would say the only difference in the noise, this has a way bigger windshield, so it picks up a tiny bit more, and you get the diesel clatter, but I love it. So, I mean, comparison-wise, I think they're pretty spot on, but this truck is not loud. We never had a problem with headaches due to it being too loud, or, I mean, we had the radio and conversation with the road noise at 75, no problem. But, right on, guys. Hope you enjoyed our video. Stay tuned for more.
One love.